My name is Ibis Garcia. I am an associate professor at Texas A&M University, and I have been working for more than a decade in partnership with the Puerto Rican Cultural Center in Chicago, which has been essential in creating in Illinois a state bill that allows for the designation of cultural districts across the state. This designation is critical to slowing commercial gentrification in the Humboldt Park area where most Puerto Ricans live in Chicago. Puerto Ricans have been slowly moving west, as you can see in this map, from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, 2010s, and until today. Paseo Boricua has 23 eateries, food trucks, and restaurants in total, and 14 are Puerto Rican, as well as about 90 commercial properties, including grocery stores, barbershops, and nonprofits, owned by many people, but the majority are of Puerto Rican descent. The state-designated cultural district was created to especially address some core challenges of places that, number one, have been historically impacted and are currently at risk of losing their cultural identity because of gentrification and displacement, or were more recently affected by the COVID-19 pandemic as well. And two, places that can demonstrate a history of economic disinvestment. This case study will review the behind-the-scenes work to pass the bill using archival documentation of the legislation SB 1833 process, including meetings and discussions. And this study will review key figures, how the legislation came into being, what were some of the barriers encountered, what the legislation tries to accomplish, and how, and some future steps and mechanisms for implementation. Some emerging strategies and tools within the state-designated cultural district is one, a business incubator and support hub, two, a small business loan called Fuerza Fund, and three, mixed-use property acquisition, so we can transition the business from the incubator and also provide affordable housing opportunities so people that own businesses can stay in place. This study will provide other communities with information on how to develop and find the political will to pass a similar legislation. Here we will have a video that outlines visually our case study.
And who doesn't want to just be able to go down the street, walk to a business, get everything that you need, be able to see your neighbors, and contribute to the local economy? How important it is that we don't lose cultural identity in neighborhoods. And unfortunately have seen what uncontrolled gentrification looks like. Displacement, families can't afford to live in neighborhoods that they've been in for decades, and we've got to make sure that we do everything we can to keep supporting the cultural identity of Puerto Rican town.
Be our unique opportunity to begin a vision of community sustainability, a commercial corridor that will attract tourism for our community to maintain historical memory and cultural identity.
The expansion of Huepa Mercado del Pueblo Business Incubator is the very beginning phase of realizing a commercial corridor. This expansion allows for more Puerto Rican-owned and Latino-owned businesses to receive culturally relevant and linguistically sound business training. The Puerto Rican Cultural Center provides wraparound services to incubate entrepreneurs and grow them into their own brick-and-mortar locations.
Allow us to build affordable housing units within that same space. Acquiring property allows us to maintain families and business owners right here in our community